your driver's license. Most programs require applicants to take written, physical, and driving exams. Your objective is to be able to describe the stages of a graduated driver license program. GDL requires young drivers to progress through a series of stages. Typically, these programs have 3 stages: learner's permit stage, intermediate license stage, and a full privileged license stage. 3 stages, ages, and time periods vary by state. You have a learner's permit, which you keep for a year, intermediate, and full provisional. Learner's permit stage. The learner receives a permit to drive when supervised by an adult licensed driver. The permit must be held for a minimum period, usually 6 months, of violation-free and collision-free driving. Other drivers, such as family members, may be asked to provide a minimum number of hours of practice driving. Intermediate. The learner must have successfully completed the learner's permit stage and an approved driver education course. Supervised driving may be continued to meet the required hours. Night driving is restricted. Passengers can be limited in age and/or number. The intermediate license must be held for at least 6 months of collision-free and violation-free driving. Penalties for violations are increased. To qualify for a full unrestricted license stage, the learner must successfully complete the intermediate license stage with no violations and no collisions, and in North Carolina, complete a driver education course. Explain how graduated driver license program can help you become a safer driver. Research shows that GDL programs have had positive effects on the crash experience of young drivers in the United States, including Canada and New Zealand. In the United States, the states that have adopted elements of GDL, the safety benefits are evident. Almost all studies have found crash reductions from about 10 to 30%. Explain the implied consent program. All states have enacted the implied consent law. When you get your driver's license, you agree that if you are stopped for cause and charged with drinking and driving, you consent to having a police officer give you a test for the presence of alcohol. If you refuse to take the test, you will lose your license. List the key concepts in a quality driver education program. Quality driver education programs provide the opportunity to learn and practice driving skills you will need to be a responsible driver. The Drive Right Driver Education Program is based in part on the following key concepts. Driving is primarily a decision-making process. You will learn how to use the IPD process and zone control to become a safer driver. Identify, predict, decide, execute. Your emotions and attitude affect your driving. You need to know your limits and your car's. Drugs, alcohol will impair your ability to be a low-risk driver. Texting and driving will impair your ability as well. Practice driving under a wide variety of traffic situations and road conditions such as night driving and dangerous weather. Only then can you begin to think of yourself as an accomplished new driver. No driving program can teach you everything you will need to know to be a safe driver. The best drivers never stop learning. You can fill out an organ donation declaration on your driver's license or by signing an organ donor card. The most important step in considering organ donation is discussing your decision with your family. Name the 3 stages of the GDL program, how each step is used. How can the GDL program help you become a responsible driver?